Snyder's overall role for the project was really to look at the whole area of downtown Cedar Falls, which included about 13 city blocks of infrastructure improvements above and below ground, utility work, ADA compliant routes throughout the downtown area, provide updated connections to newer development that was happening within the downtown and kind of on the edges of downtown. We also worked pretty early with the city to create conceptual 3D graphics for them to pursue grants, which they were ultimately awarded, and utilize the 3D modeling that we were capable of to really illustrate what this space was going to look like, and carried that throughout the process to inform the public so they could really visualize it in the 3D world and spin around in a model to understand what the final outcome would look like. One thing that I was extremely happy about is there was little to no value engineering that occurred in this project. Very early on, we recommended some of the best paving materials we could find, some of the best site amenities and benches, and really worked with the city to document why these materials would be best. Being up front and center with the client and illustrating the importance of spending money on the right materials would ultimately benefit them. We took a very good design and made it better by defining some of the use zones with different color pavers and markings to kind of illustrate where there would be clear zones in the sidewalk for access and users to move freely through that space, and signaled other spaces within the streetscape where businesses could bring out clothes racks or tables for dining to really ensure that there was clear paths for ADA compliancy and equal access for everyone using the space. Peter Melendi Park was added very early on. The city started looking at that space, knew it needed to be updated. There was, again, some aging infrastructure adjacent to a state highway, so a lot of salt spray in kind of open conditions there. So it was time for an update to that park. And there was a really nice piece of public art in there that we were able to enhance more and allow users to kind of get closer to it, and really just finishing off the space in terms of the aesthetics and tying in green space within that urban core, put a nice finishing touch on the north side of downtown. Something that was exciting about this project is we submitted the streetscape as well as the utility infrastructure and all the design work we did through ACEC of Iowa and Wisconsin, and we were awarded 2 awards for this project through each state's chapter, which is exciting to see that recognition and putting the resources of the city where it's most important to establish a strong economic district as well as that civic pride component. Well, my favorite part about this project was that I grew up in Cedar Falls, Iowa, so not too many folks get to work on a project in their hometown, let alone the downtown where you grew up. So I got to reflect back on a lot of the time I spent downtown Cedar Falls and was able to ultimately make it better than what it was. So I'm going back after it's been built now for a couple years and seeing those improvements, to see the changes that have occurred has been definitely something that's excited me about this project.
We hope you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button to stay updated on future content. As always, thank you for watching the Snyder & Associates YouTube channel.